streaming now, okay? Hey folks, I am streaming. I was just trying to fix a little technical difficulty here. The screen wasn't full size. I think I'll have it fixed. I'm just kind of waiting to make sure. There is a little bit of delay in the stream, so as I'm talking and I'm watching my own stream, it's like a minute or so behind. I am about to post the game, so don't get too worried. It will be posted. I just want to make sure that this thing goes to full screen and that the quality looks alright before we get going. I've got plenty of time tonight, so no need to worry about time. Like I said, I just want to make sure that we get everything right here. So give it just a second. I am in the game creation screen here, and as soon as I make sure that it's going to work right, then I will get started. And it looks like it did go full screen. Sweet. So we've got it started. There's people waiting to play. I'm excited. Let's get this going. So I'm going to host the first battle. I have no idea about the maps on this game, so it'll be interesting. I'll probably pick something that won't be so great. Oh, let's see. Maps. If y'all want to see me on any particular maps, you can tell me which ones, but I think we'll start off on Spanish Plain. That one sounds fun. And we'll go with Summer and... how about a thunderstorm? That ought to be fun. Alright, so thunderstorm period. Let's go with high period. I don't know much about periods. Again, you all can give me some feedback on what you want to play as we go forward, but I'll start on high period. I know that as you get into late periods, you get a lot of match locks. I guess arc buses, whatever you want to call them. Alright. The screen should be fixed now. I saw your comments about the screen, so that should be fixed. If y'all are still having trouble, you may want to try refreshing or something, but on mine, I'm watching it, and it is in full screen now. Okay, let's see. So Spanish Plain next. And I'm all ready. Let's just wait for someone to join. I don't know what money people like, so I'll just wait until someone joins the game, and then I'll ask them what they like. Game is up. The password is crap, all lowercase. The name of the game is Patchy's Murder Hole. So join up, and of course, please only join once. Looks like I got my first contender of the night. We've got the Dink Cool. So hello. What rules and money would you like? I kind of you all can choose. All I ask is that, Please don't spam me to death. And I promise I won't spam you with a bunch of Nafatoons and Bombards. And, you know, we'll all have fun here. Looks like he's picked France already. I've just kind of got on the default faction of England. I'm not sure I'm going to use them. I am very unfamiliar with the factions on this game. I do know that France supposedly sports some pretty good heavy cavalry, though. Okay, and this person says, I don't know, so I'll just say, alright, no spamming, and just have fun. Alright, so we are good. I'm going to pick a faction here. Not real familiar with all these factions. This ought to be interesting. I've played as quite a few of these people before. Poland is, man, that's a fun one. I think I've played as Portugal. I don't know if I think I have played as England. Venice, let's see, what is both strong militia, infantry, and colonial units, late technology, somewhat poor cavalry. Sicily lacks good late period cavalry. Hold on, let's just go with heck, I don't know. Let's go with England. I'll start off at the top here. Oh, I wanted to change the Florin level to, or actually, it's already on 10,000, and he's probably already selecting his troops, so I'll leave it the same. Let's see, so I'm not sure what's really good at 10,000 florins. Let's see what kind of units we got. Armored swordsman. Looking for like a dismounted knight. Yeah, dismounted English knight. These guys are the high attack units. I've also got billmen, which are effective versus armor, but of course they're going to be vulnerable versus missiles. So they're more of an attack unit, good at holding up knights and stuff, but not really much of a frontline unit. So let's see. Longbowmen, heavy spearmen, yeoman archers. Let's get a couple longbowmen, or whoops, that's where my general's at. I don't want to put my, well, I can't remember which one's your general on this one, if it's the first unit you pick or not. I think it's the first unit you pick. So I'll put that as my general's bodyguard. Let's see, we got English knights, Holabars. Let's see, these must be mailed knights. What are these guys? Light cavalry with spears, useful for chasing down light infantry. Not sure if I like them or not. They don't have much charge or anything. Not a big fan there. I think I'm just going to go with heavy cavalry. So I'm going to go with these English knights. Bring two of them. Let's see. Let's get a few longbowmen so I have a skirmishing component. And armored sergeants are probably worthless. Let's get a good infantry component here. I've got 5 English knights. I'm so unfamiliar with this game. But we'll give it a run here. Florins left 3,000, so I've got 3,000 left to spend. Heavy spearmen. Combat bonus in the woods or snow, bonus fighting cavalry. So these guys will be good anti-cav forces. Might use a couple of them to support my cavalry. Then let's go with a couple of armored swordsmen here too. I haven't put any upgrades on my troops, so I don't know how risky this is because I'm not very familiar with Medieval 2, but I'll just go with the numbers approach here. I've been making my opponent wait long enough anyway, so let's get things started. All right. So you all let me know in the comments if the stream's working good. It looks like it's working good on my screen. Of course, I'm not listening to the audio. So let me know. Here we are on this stormy day in the Spanish Plains, and this looks like a kind of a strange map here. I'm going to pick up my game controller. I have a keyboard and a game controller. The game controller kind of makes it easier for me to play games like Medieval 2. I don't know, though. I think I can play this one with my keyboard if I remember right. I just don't like how on Rome Total War you can't use like the WASD type control setup, at least not that I've been made aware of. Yeah, I can use my keyboard for this. I'm trying to take a look at the terrain. He's going to start with the hill advantage over there. I start with the hill advantage over here. So I think I'm going to deploy on this hill. And put my archers up front. Put my heavy infantry behind them. Let's put a unit of armored sergeants on the flanks. Put my general's bodyguard here. I'm going to spread out my forces just a little bit different there. I'm going to put my armored swordsmen, my armored swordsmen all on one flank. I have all my units in one group just to make it kind of easy for me to move here. So skirmish. And they are on fire at will. Alright, let's get this battle started. Got no idea what I'm doing because it's Medieval 2. I can't even see my opponent's troops. These controls aren't quite what I thought. Run is H? What's that all about? Okay, he started on the hill also. Neither one of us wanted to be at that disadvantage. Let's see what he's got here. I don't recognize a lot of these troops, but I'm guessing those are some dismounted knights. They look like the kind that are just kind of a balance of defense and attack. So my English knights ought to do pretty well versus them. Looks like he's got quite a few archers. He's got more heavy cav than me, and he's upgraded his units. So I've got a numbers advantage. My opponent's got a quality advantage. This will be interesting to see how it plays out because, like I said, I honestly don't understand the mechanics of this game. These storm effects are pretty fun. Yeah, those guys definitely have some upgrades. I'm guessing these little flags indicate some type of upgrade. Plus, I think that when you upgrade their armor and stuff, you can literally see it. I could be wrong, but I think that's the way Medieval was. I'm going to kind of stay at just a little bit of a rise here. That way, if I can force my opponent to charge me, he'll be caught in an uphill charge. He's got dismounted French archers. He's got more of them than I do. I do not know if I possess a range advantage. I believe I do. Longbowmen should have extreme range. Yes, one of my units is firing, and it doesn't look like any of his units are returning fire. So I'm going to let my bows, all of my bows are firing now actually. Yep. My opponent's pushing forward. I'm going to kind of skirmish for a minute. I want to get rid of some of his missiles. I don't have a cav advantage, I have an infantry advantage. So I'm not in any particular hurry to get into a fight. Gotten a pretty decent head start on some of his missile units, but he outnumbers me, and that's pretty bad. Plus, his guys might have more armor than mine. I could probably skirmish backwards since I have a range advantage and try and force my opponent to continually scoot up. But since I didn't scoot back immediately, I'm probably just going to go ahead and stand my ground. My opponent's saying they spend his money on archers and they can't shoot that far. Okay, let's see. I know this is kind of boring, but I do want to push some skirmishing here. There's no reason for me to rush my opponent on this position. Skirmish might take a while, but it should give me a chance to You know, I'm gonna move up my knights a little. I gotta be really careful with these guys. But because of the fog, you know, it may be hard for my opponent to see an attack coming, so I'll see if I can use that. Because he is gonna win this archery duel. I've gotten a couple of his units pretty damaged. Yeah, he's moving his cavalry as well. He can always just watch the mini-map, of course. At least I assume he's going to win the archery duel. I am causing quite a bit of damage to him. He does have all of his cavalry moving, though, in response to my own. I'll try and support my cav with infantry, because that is an advantage that I have, is a big numbers advantage. Like I said, certainly don't have a quality advantage, though it does look like my archers are pretty effective versus his. I'm very unfamiliar with archers in this game. It seems like the killing rates on archers in this game is quite a bit slower than the other games. So skirmishing can be fairly long and drawn out, I would assume. And I don't know, since archers don't have as fast of a kill rate, it makes me wonder if rushing might be a more viable strategy, but I don't know. I've seen some armies that have some pretty powerful archers. I know that the people who play as Russia a lot of times will bring those stupid dismounted Devore units. I hate those things. They're like awesome at everything. Okay, my opponent's moving here, so he must be a little bit worried about the archer fight, and that's good. This will give me a little bit of a terrain advantage, I hope. I need a terrain advantage, I think, just because my opponent has a quality advantage. I'm going to take my units out of the group. And I'm going to do that because sometimes the grouping can screw up the way your units attack or move. I don't know if my opponent is going to just straight up bring it at this point. He's definitely got a cavalry advantage. I'm going to really depend on these armored sergeants here, but I'm going to keep them on the hill and try and support my infantry here, or support my cavalry. And same thing over here. I'll use one of my armored swordsmen as support. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and start pushing an attack here. Well, actually, I will in just a minute.
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
I'm going to countercharge his infantry. Okay, infantry fight is going. I need to outflank his men more here. I've got spears into the cav fight over there. I'm going to hurry up and pull around the retrain some longbows. I'm not watching the cav fight and probably should be. Yep, he's running around my spears and towards my back lines and archers. I'll keep pursuing here. He's gained the upper ground, which is bad. But I do still have infantry support. I think my infantry is doing okay, but it's kind of hard to tell, because like I said, I'm not familiar with this game. He is going to get my archers here, though. I'm going to charge these English knights on into his cavalry. Some of my infantry is routing now. I've got some of his infantry routed though too. Wow, the units move so slow on here. I think I'm going to wrap up that cav fight over there, at least I hope I will. Some of my infantry's routing because he got into my back, but I've got infantry into his back now as well.
Only half the enemy force remains.
I think we can take him out. My play has been a little sloppy here, but okay, I've got men free over here. Let's run them back to the infantry fight and attack his archers with my freed up cavalry.
My lord, only half our force. Our men are under attack. We need to act.
Okay. Pretty sure we're gonna get it here. I think that my infantry support with my cav ended up working out here. But I don't know. My opponent has a lot of archers. Those dismounted English knights routed there, darn it. Oh, I think they routed earlier in the fight. I don't know. My opponent's definitely still in this game. I think I have an advantage, but then again, I don't really understand Medieval 2. Okay, I got another one of his infantry units routed, or that's a cavalry unit routing. Let's keep putting the pressure in this infantry fight here. My opponent's running away with his archers and just shooting my horses. This is a pretty good move, because my archers are dead for the most part. I'm going to pull them back up into the fight. Okay, some of his men are now fighting to the death. And I have a lot of infantry free here. I do believe I can pull this off at this point. I'm going to pull my my remaining cavalry out here.
Our men have captured the enemy general. Guard him well and make it so he can see us defeat the rest of his army.
I'm just going to pull my cavalry through here. Alright, my English knights have definitely done well here. It looks like they've won the day. And I've got archers, cav, and infantry left. These armored swordsmen really did well too. See if I can take out his archers. Okay. I'm gonna say GG here. Says he's gonna have to ask the King of France for a refund on the archers.
That goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
Alright. Looks like I managed to pull out a victory here. I don't really know what upgrades he had in his army. We could look at his army later. So, you know, you all can leave some comments and stuff if you understand it better than me. I'm going to say take a stab at Patchy 1, and that was a win. Save replay. Let's take a look at the statistics here and see. So, casualties inflicted. Who did the most pain? English Knights. The music on this game is pretty cool, actually. I don't know if you all can hear it. Might be a little quiet. Yeah, my English Knights did pretty well. My longbowmen got some decent skirmishing kills there. One unit seemed to do better than the others. Oh no, those are my mounted English Knights that got all the kills. That must have been against archers and other units. My dismounted English Knights, one of them did really well too. Armored swordsmen did well. I say they did well. They were an important part of the flanking. So it looks like the flanking ended up undoing the quality of his units there. Plus, he probably spent more money on heavy cavalry, and heavy cavalry is good on this game. But it's really, this is just me speaking like off the little experience that I have. I believe heavy cavalry is good, and it's mostly good in cavalry to cavalry, and it's good on the charge. But I've heard that the charge mechanic in this game was kind of weird sometimes. I could be wrong. I don't know what death track is, but I like the sound of it. So we'll play on it. Doesn't look like I get to choose weather or anything else. Okay, there we go. We'll wait for someone to join up here. The game is back up. Password's the same. And it looks like we have someone joining. Whenever the game starts to kind of lag like that for a minute, it means people are trying to join. Hopefully it works here. Looks like someone tried to join and it may not have worked. Let's see. Yeah, it keeps kind of glitching like people are trying to get in. Maybe there's like too many people. Okay, we got someone in. Hello. What rules and money would you like? And I think I probably forgot to change it off of period. Like I think I left it on all. Let's see. So what has my opponent chosen there? Which faction is that? Venice. Let's see. Venice is strong militia, good late technology. So if I did put it on late technology, that's probably what he's doing. No noob boxing, no elephants, money 10,000. Okay, sounds good. Dang, man, that takes away my noob boxing option. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Poland. I don't know if this is a good idea because we do have it in the all period. Yeah, it's in the all period. Let's see. Alright, so I have no idea what to pick here. No idea. I think that I picked some archers last time that turned out to be pretty disappointing. Let's see, so we got arquebusiers and handgunners. Whoa! These handgunners have some brutal attack. Good gravy. Looks like they're pretty much good at everything. Of course, they're 650 florins each. Wow. Of course, the arquebusiers have even better missile attack. And they're considerably cheaper. So I think I'll bring these guys, or whoops, don't want to use my general. Let's pick a bodyguard unit. And then I need some good heavy cav. We've got Knights Hospitaller, Polish nobles. It's a jav cav, a heavy jav cav it looks like. Interesting. Crossbow cav. Horse archers. Effective against armor. So I got some crossbow cav. That ought to be interesting. So I think I'm going to bring these. Let's see. These guys are horrible. Halberd militia. I can't see what those guys are good for. Looks like dismounted Polish knights are going to be my best bet here. So let's bring an infantry backbone of 6 dismounted Polish knights. Good stamina. I want a unit that has some bonus versus cav. Bonus the wither snow, rubble misses. Very long spears can form spear walls, so they're supposed to be used at keeping people at a distance. That makes sense. I'm not sure that Poland has any good spear units for me here. I need some kind of infantry support though for my cavalry. Bonus first cavalry, these guys are cheap. I'll bring a couple of spear militia to help support my cav fight. I'm gonna bring some it says don't worry, I won't use the stream to cheat. Yeah, I guess you could do that. You know exactly which army I'm bringing. Yeah, please don't. Alright, man, I just honestly have no idea what to bring here. I need to bring some cav, obviously. Let's bring one of these crossbow cav for fun. I definitely want a couple of hussars. And then I want some heavy cav. Let's bring some of these Knights Hospitaller. Okay, I don't have enough money for all this crap. Let's drop one of those. I got 200 florins left. Let's drop one of our hussars. So that means I got 6. Yeah, 6 dismounted Polish knights, 2 spear militia, 3 arquebusiers, the crossbow cav, 2 heavy cav. Okay, alright. Yeah, please don't stream cheat against Air. He's gonna have enough trouble on here. Hey, looks like I see Zarip. I just saw he made a comment here. That's cool. Glad you're here. It's got to be late in Russia, man. That's pretty cool for you to be here. Appreciate that. I wish that these games had spectating so that you could come in here and do some spectating. I have to admit that Zaript has some commentary that I very much like, and a lot of people do. So if you know, you hear me mention people on here and I don't mention everybody, there's a lot of folks that I actually watch quite a few videos. So just so you all know. You know what, I don't think I'm going to start off over to the side on that hill. Let's rethink this. So my infantry is just kind of good, sturdy infantry. It's not particularly good at attack. So it's kind of a middle-of-the-road unit as far as I understand it. Every faction seems to have something similar to it. Put my arquebusiers here. I am going to leave them on skirmish. Let's see. Let's put a heavy cav wide to each flank. And this crossbow cav, I'm assuming, is going to have a high speed, and I'll support it with my hussar unit. Keep my general here. Let's group these units so that they're easier to move. Okay, good luck, have fun. Air has no idea what he's doing. Let's hope this works out. Death track. I assume this is the death track. So let's see if we can fill it with corpses. Ought to be fun. Really ought to be fun. I know so little about this game. I really do. Let's see what we can do here. I feel so out of place playing it. But then again, it's not like I'm Mr. Amazing or something at Shogun 2 or any of the other games, so I guess it's all the same one way or the other. Someone just commented respect from UK. Air kick his butt. That's very conditional. I love reading the comments, so I have a laptop set up right next to me where I'm reading the comments. Let's see. My opponent deployed up on this hill. I'm not going to go face him on the hill. So what I'll do is reposition over here, and I'll try and use my skirmishing cab if possible. I'm not familiar with what Venice can field. So let's see, he's up in the woods, got a good position. Looks like he's got a lot of crossbowmen. The guys are effective versus armor, I assume. And a lot of militia units, where there was some up front at least. Got some guys in a wall formation up here. Those look like halberds. Axe units. Wow, that's some sweet looking cap. I love that plate armor. That is really cool. Okay, so I've got to lure my opponent off the hill. I'm assuming that he's going to have a nice ranged advantage and everything up there. So let's see if we can do some harassing with these lighter cavalry units. There's not a whole lot of way for me to get through there. So let's maybe pull them over here, and I'll try coming in from the other side. My opponent has got some, these look kind of like hussars too. Oh, he's playing as Hungary, so they might be hussars. Sorry, I thought he was playing as Venice. I'm completely wrong, so I have no idea what Hungary is good at in this game. But then again, I don't know what really any faction is good at on this game. I'm going to see if I can get a reaction out of them. They're hussars, which means they're going to be quick. What I could do, though, is scooch up these troops here and try and use my guns for support on these crossbow cav. I do need to keep an eye on them and make sure that I don't get them killed.
Orders completed, Your Majesty.
Okay, my guys are firing. I'm gonna pull back. Not sure if we got any kills or not. I am gonna pull back to the support of my infantry here. See if I can lure some of his men into the sights of my arquebusiers here. Try and use my light cavalry for what it's intended for, which is some skirmishing. I'm gonna turn around every time he turns around and put some more pressure on him with the crossbow cav. Run, you fools! My cav aren't running. That's great. Okay, let's just see if I can lure him within range of my guns. That's all I really want. I lost 11 men there. That was bad. I've only caused a few losses from the crossbows. My opponent likely knows what I'm doing. Any kills I can get here are worthwhile, because it does seem like he has a major skirmishing advantage. Of course, he may get sick of this and move his infantry forces up to support, much like I have. I've kind of taken a somewhat low position on the map. I think if I just move my troops in, his crossbowmen will slay me. I don't know this for certain. I think my infantry might be better than his, but I could be completely wrong. He's got a lot of numbers, and those crossbowmen are relatively effective versus armor. So I am going to be quite cautious. And I don't know too much about the cavalry either, but I think my Knights Hospitaller are pretty good units. Alright, I'm just going to try and play this as... I'm going to try and run up and get some crossbow shots again. I've gotten some kills on his cavalry, and any kills again that I can get with these light cav are going to be good. He's moving his troops, so I don't think his... I don't think that his guys will be able to return fire. I've got a pretty good position here for some crossbow fire. Good, we got some nice kills there. He's going to move up his own crossbows, his foot crossbows. So I'm going to back off of that position. I'm going to have to be a little bit quicker on my skirmishing. Okay. I'm not really in the best position here with my infantry. I'm not sure I like where I've chosen because it's kind of low ground. But I think that the approach is going to be a little bit blocked here. I've gotten quite a few kills with this crossbow cav. I'm going to try and really make use of it here. I have no idea whether my guns outrange those crossbowmen either. Absolutely no idea. It's a good thing I didn't bring the heavier armored gun units because I also don't know if the crossbows can fire sideways on here. Sorry, I'm going to have to keep an eye on these crossbows. They do look like they're turning to face me. Okay. He's saying I have better infantry, which that is true. I do have better infantry here. At least I think I do. I mean, that was my assumption. He's saying it, so I'm assuming it's true, because I'm assuming that most of the folks that I play tonight have played this game more than I have. Got 5 kills on those guys. Really don't like my positioning on the map. my cav shooting backward? No, I'm getting shot. Oh poo. Run, you fools. Well, that would answer the question whether or not his guys outrange me. They do. And I got 10 more of my crossbow cav killed. And assuming how badly those guys just maimed my crossbows, I'm assuming that that means that my gunners would suffer the same fate. I do not know, though. And I'm somewhat remiss to find out the hard way. He's definitely got in a very good position on that hill. If I rush him, his crossbows are going to slay me. At least I think they will. Again, Eric could be completely wrong. I just don't know. So let's use a little combined arms attack here if we can. Let's see how this works out. I may have to retreat. He's got Hussars though, and his Hussars are going to be a great answer to my own. It's going to make it very hard for me to just rush up and hit his cab and then get away. Can't tell if his crossbows are firing. Doesn't look like they're firing yet. But nor are my guns in range. He's gonna get a charge on my guns here. I'm gonna try and draw his cavalry back in, and then when he turns to run off, I'm gonna shoot his cav in the
Our
back.
men are under attack. We need to act.
At least that's what I'll try to do.
We're under attack.
I don't know how quickly these guys will fire, though. I'm getting chewed up, just like I expected. I'm not going to be able to sustain this type of fight. I've got to move in. I'm going to see if I can head off these dismounted field knights with some of my own men here, and go ahead and take the cavalry fight. Okay, he ran an infantry charge on me over here.
Our men
Or
are
a cavalry
under attack.
charge, sorry.
We need to act.
Wow, my dismounted Polish knights just routed there. That's bad. I'm pretty sure I'm screwed, folks. My guys are up into a fight with little or no support. Yeah, he's got me here. He just had better chosen troops. His heavy cavalry screwed me up really bad here, and he's going to be able to just retreat to the hill. I'm not sure I'm going to even have any men left when this fight's over. My attack is extremely disorganized because of that cav charge he ran. It was very effective. Take the skirmish out my guys here. Sorry I'm not talking. I'm trying to salvage what I can out of this fight, but
only half of our force
I'm in really bad shape here. I have done very poorly here. I'm gonna see if I can run around his lines over here. My guys are gonna just get slain. Me attacking just straight uphill like this. See if I can get my gunners lined up and take some shots. Get my crossbow cav behind here. He's gonna win the cav fight. Let's see if I can use these gunners to hit those guys in the back there. Got a lot of my men routing everywhere. Yeah, I'm just totally screwed here. This did not turn out to be at all what I had hoped that it would be. And I don't even know if I know what I hoped it would be.
Our general shames us all. He flees back.
Should have brought archers
while
instead
his
of gunners.
soldiers still fight. Infamy will be his honor.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say GG. That was awful on my part. Absolutely awful. So I need to tell him you need to come back and kill Patchy. Wow, so my army was just atrocious. So what my opponent did there was brought a whole bunch of archers, took the high ground. I had no way to force him off the high ground. He had more cavalry, and even though he had weaker infantry, this fight, the infantry fight, takes kind of a long time. So there was pretty much no chance that I had there, I don't think. So despite all my poor micro and everything else, I just really don't think I had a chance there. I just think that his army was chosen a lot better than mine. Let's admit defeat. Alright.
Defeat is a bitter drink to swallow.
Alright, so he needs to come back and kill Patchy. Wow, that was a disaster. Death track indeed. Air filled the track with all the souls of his men. That was awful. Good for my opponent. Let's see. He's going to need to come back, so let me save this replay just in case I need it. Of course, I'd never love to see that again. That was bad. Oh, oh well, hey, you lose some. Just best to get over it. So, Air starts out 1-1. The Polish approach not working. Let's see, so who was it I was just playing? I was playing the guy down here in essence. So I need to give him a password to come to the game so that he can kill Patchy. I'm not sure I see him down here though. I don't see him on here. So I can't let him kill Patchy. I'll be right back, folks. Air's got to take just a quick break, and I'll get another game hosted here, so stay tuned. Alright, I'm back. I just do not see him on here, so I'm not sure if he's going to get to kill Patchy. And that's the whole point of the take a stab at Patchy. You know, if you win, you get to kill Patchy in a hilarious way. Am I forgetting the name or something? Whoa, what the heck just happened there? Alright, alright, alright. Yeah, I just don't see him on here, so... Huh? Maybe I just forgot who I played or something. I don't know. Alright, whatever. Let's host the next game. If he comes back on, or if you're watching the live stream, sorry you didn't get to kill Patchy. We'll work it out sometime. I need to get another game hosted. I can't sit around for too long. Let's, Arsurf, whatever. This map should, you know what was, I think this one was kind of an interesting one. Had a lot of hills on it or something. So let's play this one. No, wait, back. I don't want to play the all period. Let's play high period again. I don't know why I kind of prefer high period. Hopefully y'all don't hate that. Okay, I just see a comment on here from the guy who beat me. You need to come kill Patchy. I didn't see you in the lobby there though, so if you're on later, I'll give you the opportunity to kill Patchy. I'll have to give you a special password to the game. So that's fun game, fun game. Aired it awful. Clueless Will. I recognize this person. Hello. What rules and money would you like? So I guess Medieval 2 is kind of like a great game for you to try and get in because so few people play it. It probably makes your chances of getting in even more likely. It looks like he has chosen Venice? Or no, Milan. Okay, he wants 15k. So we'll do 15k. Yeah, that's kind of cool. You can give each team money. I guess I should probably give him 15k too. 15k for me and not for him. That wouldn't be very fair. Someone wants me to play as Venice. Okay. I have no idea what I'd be doing as Venice, but sure. Play as Venice. So no elephants, Artie, max 2 horse archers. Okay, sounds good. Let's do this thing. So here we go, Venice. It says they have good militia troops. I don't know what good that's gonna do me, like superior militia. Maybe just because you can bring a crap load of guys. Pavis crossbow militia, now that would probably be handy. Armor piercing, decent defense. Huh. Relatively cheap too. Definitely gonna bring some of those guys. Maybe that's a bad idea. And since it is 15k, I'm gonna upgrade my guys some. So we'll give these Pavis crossbow some upgrades. I'm going to bring plenty of skirmish troops just because I didn't last time. And it didn't work out very well for me. So I got the Pavis crossbow. Let's bring some dismounted men-at-arms. And we'll give these guys some upgrades here. Don't know how much difference that makes, but... Italian spear militia... Stats of guys 713, Shillatron, bonus in the woods. And I just don't like these guys at all. Wait, let's see what kind of cav I've got. Mounted sergeants, cavalry militia, Clueless Will, please don't stream cheat. Let's see. Men at arms says well armed. They don't look that good to me. Mailed knights, looks like my best knight. You know, I got more mounted crossbowmen. Those guys are kind of handy. I'm only going to bring one unit of them, though, just because don't know what to expect out of them. Thinking these mailed knights will be my best bet on... I'm going to bring quite a few cav this time. I need some more infantry, though. I'm going to bring one more of these dismounted men-at-arms. I've got 3,900 florins left. Maybe I'll bring one more of those again, so I'll bring 6 of the dismounted men-at-arms. Let's bring some of these militia. It's supposed to be their troops here. Armored sergeants. Those are 714, 713. These guys are only 460, so they're quite a bit cheaper. Whoops. Let's beef these guys up a little. Okay, so I've got a lot of infantry, not really a ton of cavalry, and I've got me a decent range component. This may be a fairly well balanced army, we'll see. He says he's changing factions a lot. I mean, it's okay, I don't care. Someone just told me to play as Venice. I got no idea who Venice is good against, and I wouldn't know how to use them. So I'm thinking that, you know, Clueless Will wouldn't really have anything to worry about. Okay, he says that he's clueless. Someone wants to see me play as the Vikings? I don't even think they're on the game. Someone wants me to be Russia in the next match. Italian spear militia is actually quite good. Well, I hope so. I've got some of them. Go Denmark. I'll try and use some of these factions that you all are telling me. Try and make it fun here. I'm gonna go ahead and ready up. Who as well is playing as the Holy Roman Empire, I think. Yeah. I think they've got some crazy heavy cav, like Teutonic Knights and other stuff. I could be wrong. And I think they've got some pretty solid infantry, too. If I remember right, they're a pretty well-rounded faction. I could be wrong, though. Again, I haven't played this game extensively, as you can see on that last battle. Oh, man. I got ruined on the last battle. That was bad. Okay, note to self. Don't bring the stupid Arcbusters anymore. They were terrible. I've seen them be decent, but yeah, I just wasn't impressed. Okay, so let us start the deployment. Oh, how scenic.
Await my orders.
Alright, very scenic indeed. Wow, it looks like I start with a definite terrain advantage, so sorry about that clue as well. I didn't realize that it was going to give me such a huge terrain advantage. I should have brought a rush army. Got some buildings and stuff here. They're going to create a little bit of choke. I was thinking maybe I can get my Pavis crossbowmen into these woods in a couple of spots. Let's try that. I'm certain that my guys probably have some bonus. I'm going to start some unit groups here. I want to try and take advantage of this cover in the woods. I'm going to turn the skirmish off of my guys. I don't know if I can really micro well enough to make this work, but we'll try it. It actually ought to make my micro easier to run these guys in groups. I'll kind of lead my heavy infantry towards the center. Okay, he says he has a question. Okay. Spore. I should have known that was coming. Everybody wants me to finish Spore. I do still have Spore on my computer. I don't even know if I can remember how to play the game, though. It has been a long time. Yeah, Spore. I forgot to watch what he did, and I don't remember how to see. Sorry, missed your question. Okay, I've got these two kind of missile infantry groups here. I gotta watch for his question up here this time. Okay, I think I'm gonna move these crossbowmen kind of like right here in the woods. Will I ever finish the Spore walkthrough? I am not certain. So yeah, I just don't know. Alright, so good luck, have fun, let's get this thing going. And just in case y'all are wondering, I don't really have a whole lot else going on, so I will be on for quite a while tonight, I think. We'll get as many games as I can in. Okay, so let's go ahead and start moving up some of my troops here. Opponent's moving heavily to one side. My army's kind of split up. So I need to quickly rush into a new position. Vikings equal Norway. Is Norway on the game? I don't know if they're on the game. I haven't looked, to be honest.
Our men are under attack. We must act now.
My crossbow militia is under attack. He's got some mounted crossbowmen as well. Looks like my crossbowmen are in range. He's moving again. I'll try and take some shots while he's moving. He's got a lot of Pavis crossbowmen as well. I know these units to be fairly strong. At least I think they are. Good, managed to get a few kills there. Got a few more kills over here. Good. Okay, hopefully that'll give me a bit of a skirmishing advantage here. Let's move up my skirmishing groups here.
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
Okay, I've got some fire coming in on my cavalry. Let's see. I'm getting attacked over here. He's got a mounted crossbow over there. Didn't realize that. My guys are going to pay a pretty heavy price for that, I think. I'm going to use my crossbow cav to assault his over here. Okay, he's pulling it back, never mind. Pavis crossbowmen, at least 3 of them are firing. Looks like he's retreating again, probably trying to pull me back off the hill. Probably a good move on his part. He's got mounted crossbowmen there, they're going to be taking flank shots. I'm going to try and reposition slightly here. He's definitely got a better cavalry skirmishing component. I don't want to give up my hill position too much though, because he's got a lot of, he's got these Teutonic Knights out here, and he's got more crossbow cav. I'm assuming those crossbow cav are fast too. Let's see. He's kind of splitting off a crossbow unit to come up and around over here. They are in the forest over here. He gets a pretty intense skirmishing. He's got his Pavis crossbows all spread out now, and he's got 4 of them, just like me. Let's see, what kind of infantry he's got. Those guys look to be armed with maces, so I'm assuming they're going to have pretty high attack. I don't really want to start the skirmishing engagement here. It is high period. Gosh, I'm just not sure what to do. I don't play this game much, and the last battle I completely threw it away with some really dumb army choices and moves. I may have some types of advantages, but I'm not sure what kind, if I have any. I think he's got a crossbow unit hidden in that woods. His other crossbow cab's way down here. I'm trying to keep an eye on him. Neither one of us has any units in range, and neither one of us is wanting to give up the hill. I also like these buildings being right here in my flank. I don't want to give that up, because it's going to keep his cavalry from being able to frontally assault me. I think what I'm going to do is, let's see, he's got some infantry units down the center. I think I'm going to take... Okay, he's repositioning, so I'm going to see if I can take a couple of quick shots while he's repositioning. I was a little bit late on that design. I probably can't type what I'm looking forward to in Rome. My guys are a little further out than I'd like them to be, but I can certainly support them with the spear militia. Let's get some skirmishing going. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send a heavy flanking force this direction.
Our men are under attack. We must act now.
Yes, I assume we probably are under attack. Some of his Pavese crossbowmen are firing at my spear militia. That's okay. I'd really rather my guys win this archery fight rather than... He's got to know about my flanking component here. Let's push back those crossbowmen.
Our men are under attack. We must act now.
Okay, let's see what's going on over here. I really don't know. I'm trying to keep my mounted crossbows free. My opponent is going to reinforce with more infantry and cavalry, so I'll start to reinforce with my spears.
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
He's going to try and get into my Pavese crossbowmen. I've got my spears attacking his cav there. Just want to run a quick raid on some of his Pavese crossbowmen here. Nope, he's gonna come after my crossbow cav here. His own crossbow cav, though, is now routing. Let's push these spear militias up. Can't see what's going on in the woods here. I think I'm gonna lose this cav fight here. I'm going to focus my attack all on this flank. Jump down to this area too. got some handgunners there. Looks like his general's bodyguard is down here. Looks like I'm fighting his armored sergeants here. Let's try and run his cab off.
Our men are under attack. We
Gonna go
need
well
to
for me
act.
or not. A lot of his army is still over on the other flank though, and so I'm hoping that that'll buy me some time to kind of focus attack all on one flank here. His Bobby's crossbowmen are reduced in numbers a little, so I'm going to see if I can gain some type of advantage on this flank here. Got this Bobby's crossbow unit free. I've got a bunch of skirmish troops. Honestly, it's hard to see what's going on because of the woods here. I think that I'm gaining some type of advantage here, but I'm just really not certain, to be quite honest. I'm killing a bunch of his troops right here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these guys back. Because I think he's got some guns back here. Oh, he's got some heavy cav coming in. Crap. Turn around and fight. We're going to go need to reinforce. Good. I did manage to take out his troops in this vicinity. Let's bring these guys up over here. Okay, he's in behind
Our
my
men are under
crossbows.
attack. We need to act.
Let's go see if we can trap his cab with my general's bodyguard and hit him with these spear militia. So what I'll do is try and race to the top of this
The
hill
enemy
behind
are
him
badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
here. Let's go attack these armored sergeants. I think I've got enough units
Our men are under attack.
to support
We
here.
need to act.
Take that fight. Okay, he's gonna run off with his cav here. And he should.
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
Wow, this is one big old mess here. I'm gonna try and take out his infantry over here. I'm honestly having a hard time even just telling what's going on. I know he had a cav unit back there, but it looks like it's way back there. Looks like he's got some handgunners that are going to be vulnerable here. Let's see if we can take out some of these skirmish troops. This is really kind of crazy. It's hard to tell what's going on here. Let's move up these Bobby's crossbowmen over here. Same thing here. Alright, I think I'm gaining an upper hand here. I just routed some of his, I didn't know I had a crossbow cav here. Let's try and run a hammer and anvil over here. Okay. Alright, I guess kind of focusing on that flank gave me the advantage I needed there. Pretty sure I've got my opponent. He's got some mounted crossbowmen left, but I've got my own. I'm not sure where they're at, though. Here they are. He's going to start shooting his own.
The enemy general has no... My lord, only half our force remains. Lord, protect us. Our general lies slain upon the battlefield.
My general lies slain on the battlefield. Yeah, if I had any kind of heart, I would care, but I just don't. We got like a mounted crossbow fight going on over here. This is pretty entertaining. This men are down to 41, I've got 45. Let's just tighten it up and run a charge and see if I can win. I doubt you get much of a charge bonus with those guys. I just need to take them out. Alright, so this is a little bit crazy, but I mean, these Pavi's crossbowmen
in our favor.
do seem to
if
be...
we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
I need to protect the Pavi's crossbowmen that I have left. I don't actually have a whole ton of troops left. And for all I know, he's got enough skirmish troops left to finish me off. Let's see, Teutonic Knights. Yeah, he's got some Teutonic Knight cavalry left. Bring my only cav unit over here with my infantry. Looks like my crossbow cav did finish off his. Let's go harass these Teutonic Knights now. Yeah, I'm going to reform all my Pavi's crossbowmen here. He did rout some of my
Our men are under attack. We must
routed some of my
act
spear
now.
militia. I'm just going to start clicking some attack orders here. He's got some dismounted knights left here too. I've got crossbows firing into his Teutonic Knights. I'm not sure how smart that is because I'm probably going to be hitting my own guys. Let's go move these crossbow cav and use them somewhere more useful. Yeah, check out the crossbow bolts like flying way up and over and through the sky. I just kind of want to pin him down, but my cavalry is much weaker than his. I'm quite certain of that. And I'm just going to assign one of my spear levies to basically just kind of follow him around. Oh wow, my army is chain routing at the hands of these Teutonic Knights. That's really bad. That means I really need to keep these crossbow cav alive. Well, that is a very unfortunate turn of events. Okay, I have very few men alive, and the ones that I have alive I need to keep alive. I really hope these crossbow cav come back. I need them. Hoping a lot more of my troops come back, but I'm thinking that against these heavy cav, my guys are going to be low in morale.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle. And
Our men are winning the
forging a
battle.
worthy victory.
I'm not so convinced. My crossbow cav come back. Where's my crossbow cav? Crossbow cav, please? Yes. Get back here. Yeah, it is not looking good, folks. His Teutonic Knights just aren't dying against my spear militia. All I've got left is this crossbow cav, and I'm pretty sure that this is over. Wow, that was kind of weird. I thought that was totally mine, and it totally wasn't. Well, then again, I don't know, some of his troops are routing here now. Gosh, man, I just don't know what's going to happen. This is pretty wacky, to be quite frank. If I can get these cav, some of these guys killed. I'm thinking my spear militia, though, aren't going to do very good against Imperial Knights. I really just need to protect against... Okay, we killed that unit. Let's see if we can hit these guys in the back. just charge and attack over here too. Oh, well, sweet. I got some of his guys routing. I have no idea how this battle's gonna end, folks. I really don't. His heavy cav very well could just rout my guys on the charge. I do have a bunch of his guys routing now, though, and I got spear militia left, but I mean, he does have heavy cav, and they've got high morale and armor and everything else. They're good units. He's got a Pavis crossbowman here as well. No idea who's gonna win this. Got some crossbowmen to shoot at his Teutonic Knights here. Hopefully I can take them out. Crap, it's probably gonna rout my crossbowmen. I should have been more careful with those guys. Gosh, for crap's sake, get out of the fight! Yep, they routed. Now he's probably just gotta sit here and charge in and out of my spearmen.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired.
Crap. Shouldn't have lost that mounted crossbow unit. I could have won the battle with them. So I'm gonna go into just Shillatron, I guess, and prepare for a cav charge. I think that's the only unit he has left. No, he had a Pavis crossbowman come back from routing. Crap. He can now shoot me to death. Crap. Oh gosh, mounted crossbows. You don't know how bad I want you to come back to this fight, but I'm guessing that you won't. I'll keep an eye on my units to see if they come back. I've got... Okay, so his Pavis crossbowman routed. Good, good, good. My crossbow cav aren't coming back. I'm just gonna let my guys go into Shillatron here. Okay, I've got my guys into the old Shillatron formation here. These Pavis crossbowmen, as long as they don't come back, I should be able to win the fight. All my other units, though, are going to completely rout off the battlefield. Oh my gosh, this is a pretty crazy long battle. Patchy hopes he wins. This has been epic, to say the least. I thought I really had this wrapped up, but I've done so many micro mistakes that he's definitely brought it back. Look at my men fleeing here in the forest. I guess he wants to rest his troops, so we can fast forward. Makes sense. I don't know if my guys will survive a charge or not. My guys are all still tired and says shaken. He's attacking now, so I definitely... Okay, here we go. It's down at regular speed. I'm pretty sure he's gonna win. Well, I don't know. He's only got 5 guys left, but I don't know. My units are shaken just standing here.
Spearman! Form Skidrow! Spearman! Forward! Spearman! Halt! Spearman! Advance! Move! Move! Halt! Onward! Onward!
Alright, I got my guys right here next to each other, so we'll see how this goes. Alright, he's only got 5 guys, and I've got 30. His guys obviously have the morale on charge. It's been quite the epic battle here. I think he's resting his men. I don't know if my guys will regain their stamina when they're in the Shillotron. Well, let's see how it ends. Here comes the epic charge of the Teutonic Knights into my... he might be trying to get them to waver due to their morale and everything. I don't know. It's been a bloody battle, to say the least. The men definitely won't be going home alive. There his guys came in. I haven't killed any of his units yet, so he's probably going to be trying to charge in and out. He got another one of his guys there. His are down to 3. Now his guys are down to 2. They'll probably fight to the last man, though.
Spearmen! Onward!
I'm going to try and move this little bitty unit up inside of this other one so that there's no real clear weak target for him to do this with. He's only got the 2 guys left, so I'm pretty sure I have this. One of his units is in the back. Don't tell him that. Oh, yeah, let's see. He's got this unit. Unit's routing. I don't think he's got a unit in the back, or maybe, I don't know. I'm looking at the comments and you all are seeing what happened a little while ago. Thank goodness for Shillotron, or else I don't think I would have survived this. Kill him! Aw, you wieners. Quit dying, cowards. Kill him, kill him! Okay, they only have 1 guy left, but he is getting kills on this charge. These guys have a brutal charge. So it's his 1 guy versus my 17 remaining. So this is, oh my gosh, this is something else. My guys are exhausted, of course. Alright, let's see how this goes. The Lone Rider. Check this out. The Lone Rider faces off, and he chooses to, in a chivalrous manner, ride to either victory or doom. Look at that. He can just charge in and out without dying. He's going to win because he gets that charge bonus. I'm pretty sure he's going to win unless I just get unlucky or something here. Oh, that's so frustrating how he can come in and get kills on that charge. But, I mean, the heavy cavalry in this game does have good charge. So we'll see what happens here if the Lone Rider can win. I don't know if Shillotron's the smartest thing for me. I hope it is. I'm assuming it is. It ought to be good against cavalry, but it's starting to give me doubts here. Yeah, he's going to win because he can just keep doing that.
Move! Attack quickly! Form skill drum! Attack quickly! Forward! Advance!
Man, I should have just charged on my guys at him earlier when he charged me, and I think it would have done better. That's crazy how these guys will fight to the last man here, though.
Order completed, my lord.
When he charges me, though, I'm going to charge him, and hopefully maybe that'll give my men a little better chance of surviving his charge here. It didn't.
My lord, the tide of battle seems
Wow,
to have turned against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
1-on-1. This is crazy. I'm pretty sure his guy could easily win this at this point. One-on-one. Never seen a battle come down to this. I think he should just charge. I'm pretty sure he'll easily win. So hopefully he gets it here. Well, kudos to this guy, the Spear Militia, who could. Oh! They both died! They both died! Are you kidding me?
These pigs
Are you
will
kidding
pay
me?
for their good luck
Oh
today.
my gosh! Who wins? Both men died! Holy crap! I have never seen such a result. Oh, that might be a first in Total War history. Oh my gosh. Look, it blanked out where I said crap. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. One-on-one. Oh my gosh, that was epic. That was absolutely epic. Oh. Oh my gosh, everybody died. Oh my gosh. Well, I think technically he wins. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I've never seen such a thing. That came down to one-on-one, and we don't really know who won. Alright, he wants to kill Patchy. I'll say sure. Use password kill. Please, you people watching the stream, don't join in. So holy crap. They both died. They both died. I'm still just utterly speechless. Like, I didn't even know such a thing was possible. And I guess that whichever man died first, it gave the win to, and maybe my guy died first. That is, oh, that is so bizarre. Just so bizarre. I'm going to pick the grassy plain here. I got to change the password for him. So let's see. That is the most bizarre game I've ever seen. I honestly probably could have won that fairly easy if I hadn't thrown away that stinking crossbow cap. Oh, why am I so stupid? Oh well, good game. That was utterly epic. I can see the comments coming through right now. People saying, "What the crap?" LOL. Both of our men died. Someone's asking me if we can do a 3v3. Why not? Let's do a big battle. It'll be fun. So here's Clueless Will. I'll just bring a bodyguard. I'll just bring a bodyguard. And I'm guessing that these Moors are probably the closest thing to Carthage I can get. Oh, he's bringing the Moors. I'll bring the Turks. Alright, so I'm just going to bring this bodyguard unit here. Looks like they're both... I'll bring the crappier one just so they die easy. The comments are starting to roll through now on the folks who just saw the end of the battle. I am just as confused as you are. Oh wow, a whole bunch of people joined this game. Yeah, I didn't want other people to join. I didn't mean to put it up to 8 folks here, so the other people who joined need to take off here. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if I can start kicking players here. Alright, Clueless Will, if you're watching, you need to rejoin the game so you can kill Patchy. Gosh, that battle was unbelievable. I'm going to put this down to 2. Yo, I changed the password to kill. Don't join the game. I need Clueless Will to join the game, so don't join the game unless you're Clueless Will, so that he gets a chance to kill Patchy here, please. So I'm going to host this again. Clueless Will, if you're catching this, just please join the game. I think... How did I fail to join the game? You know what? I'll just work out something with Clueless Will later. So let's say Clueless Will, I will have you kill Patchy another time. I am going to host a new battle for time's sake. Let's see, so I'm going to rehost the game. The password is going to be crap. We will do a 3v3. So let's get here to max players is 6. Custom battle. I'm going to pick the grassy plain just so that it's relatively flat ground. Last man standing, period. We'll just go high period. We'll go next. Okay. Alright, so it's a 3v3. Join in. You all wanted to see a 3v3. That's hilarious, man. I can't believe that everybody died. Everybody died. Wow, that is wacky. I got people joining in here. Looks like we got at least 4 players probably coming in now. Yep, this will help get a few more people in. Clueless Will's in. Let's see. Alright, so let's say, alright, 3v3, no spam, no art, max 2 missile cav. Alright, so here we go. Looks like we've got a nice smattering of people here. I put 3v3, so let's see if people, so, team up. Alright, YouTube, I'm going to wait just a second to pick my faction. Which faction do you want me to play as? Someone put a comment on here. Actually, you know, I saw some earlier. What was it? Someone said, yeah, I don't know what factions I saw there, so let's see. Players have left the game. Let's say hi. 3v3. Please. No spam. No art. Max 2 missiles. Alright. Okay, so this guy, JMLATMR, switch to team 2. Well, thanks for joining. Alright, I think we got us a 3v3 going here. This ought to be fun. I've never done a team battle in this game. Yeah, that's pretty epic. Let's see, what is this one? No, undo that. Clueless Will. I don't know how to do the toggle filter out. Toggle prevent. Yeah, I don't know how to do all this right. It was entirely epic. Okay, so alright. Portugal, Mongols, France, Aztecs, England, Portugal, Denmark. Holy crap. Okay, I've got like a jillion requests here, so, alright. Let's see what we can do here. I don't know how to make everybody happy. I just got like so many requests. Let's see who's everybody else playing as. So Spain, Holy Roman Emperor, Sicily, Russia, Hungary. So Scotland, freedom. Oh great, yeah, I can do some William Wallace stuff. Yeah. Bad too, so just have fun. Alright, let's get this thing going. I need to pick a faction here. Let's get serious. Let's see who else everybody has. So England, Mongols, Sicily, Holy Roman Empire, Turks. Let's see. I'll play as... Someone said Denmark. I probably have a few fans in Denmark. I don't know how many I have. Obviously, I'm sure I'm not super popular in these other countries, but let's go with Denmark. I don't even know which one they are. I'm terrible. So this one? Yep, Denmark. Alright, I'll be Denmark. Let's see. Lacks good heavy cavalry. Well, that's not good. But it has a good all-around mix of units with infantry, preferring to wield swords or axes instead of spears, so this ought to be fun. I will play as Denmark. Alright, let's see. So... these guys have some great attack there, man. Formidable Scandinavia effective versus armor. So what I could do, let's see. I hope people aren't stream cheating. You could totally stream cheat on me right now. I'm gonna leave it at it says I only got 2,500 florins left. Let's fix the money up for everybody. This is too low money. So let's say team 1, 30,000 florins. And we'll say team 2, 30,000 florins. This will be a 10,000 florin match. Okay, so money's set. Got Denmark. This has been an interesting night, to say the least. Interesting night. I didn't even know that was possible, man. I'm still just absolutely blown away. So this is their heavy cav here. It looks like chivalric knights, and they don't look to be very great. These guys are effective versus armor, though, these cheaper Huscarls, and I think I could put them to use. So what I'll do is bring a couple of heavy cav and then a couple of these Huscarls, and maybe I can try and hold the line with the heavy cav and then flank with the Huscarls. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right either, so I apologize if I'm not. Let's bring a whole bunch of these dismounted chivalric knights. They're going to be my... well, you know what, let's bring 4 of them. 2 of these axe guys for flanking. And then Norse archers, 11, 16. Wow, those guys have some great... yeah, okay, whatever. If we have degraded performance, that's the way it is. Let's see, crossbowmen. They're effective against armor, but they're probably not going to have the best range. These guys are probably going to have range, though, these Norse archers. They're probably just not going to be good versus armor, so I'm really hesitant to know whether or not I want to bring these guys. Papal states, then it's holy crap. Holy crap, that's hilarious. Alright, the Blade of Chaos, that might be one of my favorite comments I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. That's 241 the night in Denmark. Alright, well then, I can't say your name there, Daniel Lefebvre. Yeah, I can't say your name, but hey, it's 241 in Denmark, so I guess this one goes out to you. Air plays as Denmark. I'm going to give these guys an attack upgrade. Let's bring a pretty big skirmish component to try and force someone into me. I'm not super fond of my infantry here, but I think it'll work out. So I'm ready, or you do not have enough money to create this army. I need to take off one more of these upgrades, okay? Alright, so let's say LHF to everybody. Yes, it will be laggy. Alright. Hopefully this thing even gets started. Got a pretty good stream going here now. I've been streaming for quite a while, an hour and 43 minutes. Holy crap. I hope this is epic. Holy, can you imagine that last battle down to 1 versus 1? That is insane. I didn't know that this game had the... we had one spear militia facing off against a Teutonic knight, and they kill each other. I mean, I don't think we could fight that battle a million more times and get that result. That was insane. So, you know what? I mean, I think we should get like a signed copy of the game from CA or something for making such an amazing circumstance. Alright, so as soon as Alpha 95 1000 readies up here, then we'll be... Game was beyond epic. Alright, so the fans are, I guess, technically getting the better of me, though. I think that that game with Coolest Will, I think that really in reality we're going to have to call that one a tie. I think it called it a victory for him, but I think we're going to have to call that one a tie. So I think Air is 1, 1, and 1 versus the players. It says everybody's ready, but the game isn't starting. Oh, the game may be frozen. Hopefully it's not. There it goes. Alright, game's gonna start. Alright, here we go. The shooting stats are crappy, but they're good in melee. Well, someone just told me my Norse archers suck, so that's good to know. A little too late for me. Alright, let's see if everybody loads in without dropping. King of Spoons here is taking a little while. Come on, get in here. Don't drop. Don't drop. Make it to the game. This is the problem with team battles. I probably should have done a 2v2, but I just wanted to try and get as many of you all in here as possible. Wow, we're up to 325 people watching the stream, and I've been jabbering on for an hour and 45 minutes, so I'm pretty impressed that you all haven't, like, asked YouTube to, like, ban me from casting. But, I mean, this is pretty fun, I have to admit. I'm really enjoying playing these games with you all, and, I mean, it really is fun. Yep. Alright, let's say, cancel, so T8, all players, GL, have fun. I hate the chat in these older games. It is definitely laggy. Definitely laggy. Imagine once we start shooting all the missiles and stuff, it's going to really be laggy. Hopefully this will be epic. We'll see. I'm going to scoot over here and play closer to my teammates. Holy Knight versus an Italian Patchy, and it was a draw. It definitely was an epic fight. I mean, literally, that was just outstanding. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get over how amazing that was. I have never seen a Total War battle come down to 1v1. And then that both of them would kill. I figured for sure my guy was just gonna die on the charge, and then I saw his horse fall down, and I was like, holy crap, I won! And then, you know, my guy died. It's like they killed each other with their wounds. It's pretty amazing. So I'm going to play relatively defensive here to start off with, and then probably get a little more reckless as the battle goes on. Alright. These two guys are joining forces over here, which could leave me to get singled out. Don't know if that's good. We probably should have converged in the center. Okay, there he is. He's coming out towards the center. So let's see. Who's on my team? Alpha 95 1000 and Clueless Will. Clueless Will is playing as France. And then I've got the Holy Roman Empire, and it looks like we're up against the Turks. And I forgot the other ones, but we'll get a little bit of a lead on it here in just a second. This is going to be all kinds of laggy. I have no idea what to expect here. Okay. Medieval 2 is so strange to me. I mean, like, it is just so strange. It's fun, but it's strange. I have not spent the time, obviously, trying to learn how to play it I like how these two random bushes here. I wonder if I get my archers to hide behind them. Just so strange. Allies, let's get to the middle to avoid being isolated. Okay. I'm gonna move back over here with my teammates. Okay. Okay, looks like my team is making a bolt for the center. Sorry for the lag. It's going to be laggy. We've got so many people in the game. I probably should have just done a TV2 to reduce the unit settings. But we'll make it here. Alpha sends some cav to help air. His cav is Terra Brew. Teutonic Knights. Yeah, he's got his Teutonic Knights, so yeah, he could support me over here. Okay. Dismounted Imperial Knights, General's Bodyguard, Armored Sergeants, Teutonic Knights, and he's got a front line of Poppy's Crossbowmen. Okay. Let's see, I'm facing off against Spain. We've got Sicily there, and the Turks on the far side, so let's see what Spain's got here. I'm gonna have to zoom out to try and get a look. Looks like some Poppy's Crossbowmen. That's not good. These guys are going to slaughter my archers. Probably should have bought my crossbowmen. I don't have a chance against Poppy's Crossbowmen. We got some dismounted knights. Some heavy cav. This looks like lots of swordsmen, basically. Okay. So we're kind of making a combined front here. Someone's saying that they arrested the brother who did the Boston bombing. It says my mouse isn't being recorded. Hope it's being recorded. Alright, so we are getting all formed up here in the center. This game is going to be crazy laggy. So I'm going to talk to all allies, custom, alpha. Let's double team Spain with our cav. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get Alpha to help me double team. Okay, Clueless Will might help us too. Okay, I think we're going to try and move over and put some extra hurt on Spain. Looks like the Turks have some armored looking horse archers here. I don't know these troops very well. Yeah, I know the stream does run behind. Okay. Okay, all of our cav is massing to this flank now. So we are going to try and do some double team, and if we can kill one of the players, that should help out the lag too. I don't see a whole lot of spear units in the Spanish troops. There are a couple, but these guys would be fairly weak if we... No, I don't want to kick the player. I don't want to kick him, because especially he's on my team. Okay, there it goes. Alright, this battle is going to take a long time, I'm sure. Hopefully y'all don't mind this. It ought to be fairly epic. but I do apologize for the lag. It is going to be laggy. But, you know, hopefully if we get out here and start killing some folks, it'll do the trick. I want to jump out here and start putting some pressure on Spain, but I'm worried that if I jump out, I'll get hit from the flank. But, you know, my teammates can always support me here, and I think the Turk is a little far removed to effectively support. So let's actually take my units and move up here. I'm thinking that Spain knows we're going to try for the double team at this point. Hopefully Sicily doesn't join in. This game is so slow though in the melee that I'm not sure if it's really possible to get, you know, like quick knockout blows. Let's see if I can slow down the movement of Sicily here. It looks like Clueless Will's getting moved on here. Sapahis are missile cav, didn't know that. I guess I kind of did know that. Turks are isolating. Yeah, Clueless Will's gonna... Okay, I'm going to move some troops over to help Clueless Will. We're going to try and isolate the Turks, apparently. His Pavis crossbowman might outrange me. Clueless Will has a bunch of missiles. I'm thinking he'll be alright there. Let's see how many Pavis crossbowmen my opponent has. Just 2. So I'm going to go ahead and attack them with my archers. Let's move up and attack. Sicily hasn't yet moved on my flank, but I'm going to have to be careful how I position because he very well could. He's already lending cavalry. I'm getting kind of isolated out in my position. Okay. Yeah, he's moving up some mounted crossbowmen here. I'll attack them with my archers as well. These are my chivalric knights. I want my Huscarls to be on the outside of any engagement. I'm going to try and get the cav engagement started, but my opponent's supporting with heavy infantry, which means that his infantry line's probably going to be weak, and I can rush him. Okay, trying to micro this as best I can. Yeah, if he's splitting off infantry units, I might be able to bum rush him with my infantry and win the fight. Alright, I'm going to swing my Huscarls wide. Spain has some decent light cav, but my opponent
men are under attack.
didn't bring any. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take this cav engagement here. My opponent got a little bit overextended. We'll see if we can just gang up on him real quick. While his focus is there, I'm gonna run my infantry forward. They're being fired upon by his crossbow units. Okay. I'm hoping we can try and get a quick route here on this chivalric knight unit. I've got it completely surrounded with all my troops, and it's going down fairly quick, and I've got the help of those Teutonic knights. I'm going to chase off these mounted crossbow with my general's bodyguard. I think we have enough supremacy over here to try and gain a quick crushing victory. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to pull my Huscarls out of that fight. They've pretty much done their damage here. I'm going to go use them to try and deliver some hammer and anvil blows on the enemy infantry fight that's going to start here quickly. Okay, I did rout the mounted crossbowmen. He didn't have them set up right. So we are going to be breaking through over here. I'm just going to run with my Huscarls. I just want to pull that infantry and those cavalry away from this fight. I'm not interested in getting involved in a melee with those Huscarls. I need them for a different purpose. I think my opponent knows what I'm doing here. Hopefully it'll still work out. My cavalry's not very good. Those Teutonic cavalry are a lot better. Let's just see if I can pull this off. I'm going to bring my Huscarls around for wow, my general's in a bad position. I've got to get him out of here. Okay, we're going to try and deliver a killing blow with the Huscarls right here. And I've got to get my general out of here. Okay, I've got an open hammer and anvil over here. I don't think we're going to win this cav fight over here. That's not what I wanted. If my guys can't win the infantry fight here pretty quick, it's going to be very bad. I'm going to train all my bows in on that incoming cavalry. I definitely left that flank exposed, and I don't think that I have any type of real advantage here. However, those Teutonic Knights did just run some hammer and anvil on the Spanish Knights here. My guys are about to get slaughtered. I do not have the Spanish broken over here. And I need some support from the Holy Roman player. But it's not going to come in time, I don't think. I've got units routing. And I'm not sure that I'm going to win the infantry fight either. No, I'm not. I'm gonna get creamed. I don't think my archers are gonna be able to make a difference against these knights either. I killed a few of them, but not much. I'm gonna get absolutely clobbered by heavy cavalry here. Well, I hope Clueless Will's doing better than we are, because my little idea here was poorly planned. I spent too much money on these archers. If I was gonna rush, I should have just brought a rush build. I'm gonna fire as many arrows as I can into this heavy cavalry because he's ignoring them right now. Or he's ignoring my my archers, I should say. So, if they'll sit still long enough, I might be able to greatly reduce their numbers. No response from one of the players, alright.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
I've got to basically do as much damage as I can at this point because I've lost my fight. So I'm just going to unload on his heavy cav units and just try and kill as many of them with my archers as I can.
Our foolish general has thrown his life away, and perhaps our chances of victory.
Oh, my guys are going to start routing now. I mean, I badly damaged the Spanish player, but we didn't get a clear knockout. So that means that my plan was definitely a failure. Though I have killed a pretty fair number of these chivalric knights from Sicily. I'm going to put these guys into tight formation and use them to go into melee. My guys did have decent melee statistics, so we'll see if they can hold out for just a minute while I can try and do some more damage with the rest of my archers. I'm going to need to put one more into melee here. My guys might just chain route though. Yep. Yeah, my guys are just going to chain route, I think. I'm going to be surprised if they hold their ground very long. My general's dead. I'm completely surrounded. So I did a really bad job there.
Lord be merciful, we have lost half of our men.
I hope Clueless Will's doing better than we are. Because in the middle, I kind of think that my ally is getting crushed here. Because his cav was with me. Yep. I'm pretty sure we're going to get monkey stomped here. Yeah, my archers are still fighting, a couple of them, but it's not going to do any good. A couple of my guys have come back from routing, so I'm going to try and run this direction. Don't know if it's going to do me any good, but I'm going to take any forces that come back to the fight and try and run back to the protection of my allies. Because my archers are going to kick the bucket here at any moment. Those archers were a bad choice. I should have gone with a more powerful infantry build. Can't tell how the fight's going over here. Well, I'm gonna have to say sorry to my team. It's definitely a bad decision on my part. Started that fight too early. my guys here
Our
retreating
ally
are
lies
never going to make
dead,
it here.
Slain by the enemy. We must help his men avenge him.
And that's how you can totally get stuff turned around on you. I thought we had enough troops, but our cavalry ambush just really didn't go well because my cavalry was just really bad. Yeah, dang it. Oh well, can't win them all. My guys are just routing. I can't do anything with my men.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired.
Yeah, we're all dead. And I don't think Clueless Will, even if he wins, is going to have enough troops to pull this out here. Whoops. Well, you know, that's part of the fun of team battles, though. You can make a mistake like that, and it can make all the difference. I just think that Clueless Will is definitely going to be in trouble here. Hopefully this will keep pulling out here. If I do another one of these matches, I might just do a 2v2. They've got all these Pavis crossbowmen left, so yeah, it's pretty much over. These Spanish troops did a lot better in melee than I thought they would, or either my troops just weren't as good as I'd hoped they were. One of the two, I don't know. But he pulled out with a lot of men left, and all of his cavalry basically survived. Very weakened, but it survived. He's even got these swordsman militia here. So yeah, he definitely managed to pull out of that, very much alive. I was kind of thinking for a minute there we had a good setup because I had that first unit really surrounded, but yeah, that turned against me really quick.
To our own men now.
I do think he's going to finish off the Turks, but I don't think that he's going to have what he needs to win the rest of the fight here. There's just too much heavy cavalry left. Okay, all players. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and say GG to Team 2. Have a unit left? I thought these guys were routing. No response from the player. There it goes. Let's see if maybe I can get a few more kills here with the one unit that I have left. Come on, guys. You can do it. Kill those mounted crossbowmen. Surely my archers might be better than
The enemy general is slain. We pray his death will break his men's resolve. The enemy army runs. We must pursue and hunt them down.
Well, it would definitely be helpful if I could kill these mounted crossbowmen, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. My guys are getting slain.
Only intervention by the Almighty Lord or a military genius can bring us victory from this debacle.
Alright, looks like Clueless Will's in trouble because he's got all this heavy cav in here. But I don't know, if he's able to turn his crossbows and start taking a lot of shots, his crossbows are armor-piercing. And it's possible that he might be able to kill some of those heavy cav, but there's too many enemy troops left. Yeah, we're done. Yep, shame for display, that's correct. It was a shame for display on Heir's part.
Only half the enemy force
I should have stayed formed up with my teammates and tried to skirmish longer because I had a skirmishing advantage. So yeah, the crossbow bolts are flying in now, and it's definitely going to take its toll on these Sicilian cavalry.
Like the coward he is.
Yep, he did rout those guys.
Break the spirit of his army.
Alright, so if Clueless Will can keep as many of his skirmish units alive as possible, that'd be good. Oh wow, my guys won that fight against the crossbow cav. I'll bring my guys up here and see if I can kill some of these Pavi's crossbowmen. I'm guessing they don't even think that I'm still a part of the game, so... He's only got one more cavalryman there, so the Sicilian heavy cav is routed, and that's going to be a big benefit. Dismounted French archers, crossbows. He's got a lot of crossbows, which could badly damage the enemy infantry, but there's a lot of enemy crossbows left too. He's got all of these Pavis crossbowmen, so I do not think that there's any chance. But I will do what I can. I'll see if I can pull up behind these Pavis crossbowmen and take some shots. Give Clueless Will all the help I can give. But he is going to be in bad shape. Infantry, dismounted chivalric knights, armored sergeants. Guessing that my guys are going to be exhausted. They are.
Double time!
Run, you lazy peasants! Alright. Oh, good old medieval. Some of you are asking how long I'm going to stream for. I don't know. Don't give up. Fight for the Chainland. Your glorious Norse archers will win the day. Wouldn't that be amazing if these 26 Norse archers all of a sudden got doped up on some mushrooms like berserkers and just beasted the entire enemy force? Now that would be entertaining. That might be even more of a big turnaround than that last battle was. So alright, my mighty Norse archers. Let's do this. I'm gonna be surprised if I get one kill, but we'll try. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, these Pavi's crossbowmen I think have a range advantage on Clueless Will. I'm not certain of it. Pavi's crossbowmen are very, very good. He says he sees the archers. Come on. My Norse archer berserkers will not die. It's impossible. Hey, I did get a kill. Yeah.
Our men are fleeing
2
the
kills.
battle. Rally them, or victory goes with them.
Okay. I do want to get a little more action in on Medieval 2. I know the stream's been going for a long time, but I would like to get some more action in. Alright. I should probably just live stream these like battle by battle, that might be easier, but then you all have to move around a bunch, so I think doing them all like this would be good. Fire, you French archers! Fire like you've never fired before. Actually fire like you're good at it, and kill a lot of the enemy. Guessing it's going to be rather hopeless though, as these Pavi's crossbowmen are going to be pretty good against arrows. whereas they themselves, I think, have an armor-piercing ability. Looks like Spain is moving up closer. Alright, let's see what's going on here.
We are under attack!
Carpet bomb strike. Let's see here. Okay. Alright, so everybody's kind of just having fun now. This is pretty hilarious. Pretty sure even just in a straight-in melee rush, the opposing team has this, but of course they're going to want to fire their missiles here because they've got a huge missile advantage. Yeah, an Armstrong gun would be handy. I'd love to have a few of those right now. Alright, so here it comes. The final stand of Heir's Alliance being destroyed. Nay, I say decimated by their enemies. Here comes a defiant suicide charge for Patchy, I believe, is what Lewis Will has in mind here. And it wouldn't really be a charge for Patchy unless it was a suicide charge, to be quite honest. There's no other type of charge. This medieval stuff's been fun, but definitely crazy. I am so not used to this game. But, you know, it's still interesting. It's Total War. Everybody likes Total War. At least everybody watching this probably likes Total War. Not my favorite game, but whatever. Patchy prefers to fight any time and place that he can, and apparently he's going to be dying a lot in the medieval realm. These French troops are already routing here. No! I need to tell everybody thanks for playing. Thanks for playing. Okay. Alright. I gotta turn the lights on here in my house. It's a little too dark. I can't hardly see my keyboard. Let's see. There we go. Shed some light on the situation. Alright. France is routing a few units. That's great. But I'm still pretty sure that we're doomed. Oh, it's just spear militia. Okay, that's too bad. Alright, so it looks like that is going to be the end of the alliance of Patchy, the free alliance of Patchy. It is now up to our opponents to determine what type of torture and enslavement follows as our men flee and are captured. Good game to everyone. It was fun. Alright. If only I had an army of lone riders. Yeah, no kidding. Oh man. And then how about that too, that Italian spear militia that lived to the last man? That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Hey, I'm just going to ask real quick, do you all want me to keep streaming? I know this is very, very long. I think I can stream up to 4 hours. I could stay on here a little longer. If you all want me to keep streaming, let me know. If you think it's just getting absolutely nuts, then, you know, I can quit too. But I'm doing this for your enjoyment, so if you're enjoying it, I'll keep going. So, yeah, let me know if you all want me to keep streaming. The holy hand grenade. Got some Monty Python reference going here.
Our Lord preserve us. We have been dealt a stinging defeat today.
Seeing some great comments here. Alright, yep. Alright, so that was the game. That was definitely a loss for Team Patchy. So we'll take TSAP 4, and that was a loss. Yeah, just like I said, let me know if you want me to keep streaming. I'll be watching for your comments. I know there's a little bit of delay in the stream, so that's okay. I don't think any of my troops did good at anything. It was a terrible, terrible day. I expect any moment here you all will be getting to the point where I'm asking you whether or not you want me to keep streaming. And I kid you not, I just saw like 50 comments pop all up at once that says keep streaming. So Air is going to keep his epically long stream going on. For those of you who are wondering, I'm not going to make every stream this long, but this is a big event. I want you all to get plenty of chances to play me. So I am going to host another battle. If you've played before, wait just a second to join, maybe to give people a chance. So this time we'll just do max players of 4. Password is still crap. I'll double check that. And let's go into do a custom battle. I don't know any good maps here. Let's see. Swiss Alps, Morocco. Let's play in Morocco. That ought to be fun. Alright, folks. Password is still crap, for anybody who doesn't know. So join on in. I've got a 2v2 hosted here. Yeah, just join on in. Got that 98, JJ's Juggernaut. And it looks like we're getting one more here. Who is it? Who is it? Kinda lagging up there. Steeler 6. Hi, welcome all. 2v2, no spam, no art, max 2 horse archers. Thanks for playing. Alright. You know it's hard to talk and type at the same thing? Not very easy. Alright. I can't wait for Take a Stab at Patchy and Empire Total War. Team up. Alright, so it looks like Adlad98 is on my side, and we are against Juggernaut and Steeler. Adlad is still on France. I don't know if that's just the default faction. Steeler says he's been practicing all week. Well, I have been losing all night. So I managed to win one, and I still say that one with Clueless Will was kind of a draw, an epic draw. Okay, and JJ Juggernaut says I've never done a Medieval 2 online. Okay, so here we go. I am England. I've already played as England. Play England for all the tea drinkers out there. I thought I already played as England. Yeah, I already played as England, so I'm not going to play as them again. More Egypt or Turks. Eastern faction. Oh man, guys, I'm terrible with the Eastern factions. I can't play with these other factions. I've got to... Okay, alright, whatever. Let's have some fun. Isn't it the Turks that have Nafatoons? Let's have some fun. Aztecs. That would just be downright hilarious. No cavalry, of course. I think these guys have Nafatoons. Yeah, they do. Nafatoons. I need to go fix the money real quick. I'll play as the Turks. Why not? Oh gosh, I'm gonna be awful as an Eastern faction, but I'm gonna fix the money here. Okay. 20,000 for both teams. Alright. Let's see who we're playing against. We're playing against Venice and Scotland. An odd alliance of France and the Turks. The Turks have such a variety of units. I mean, it is unbelievable, actually. So let's see what we got here. Dismounted Sipahi Lancers. Janissary Heavy Infantry. good against armor. They don't look all that great, though. I mean, those stats just aren't very impressive. Let's see, what is this? Townsfolk with Halbard, Saracen Militia. They've got a lot of units here. Janissary. Looks like some of their archers are decent in melee. Oh wow, they got some Janissary Musketeers here. Trying to think what units. I definitely want to bring. I can seep through armor. I'm gonna bring one of these guys just for fun. I'm not gonna bring a lot of them because they kind of worry me. Let's see. I cannot say that. Kapakulu. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. They look like my best cab option here. Bring several of them. Do they have any good light cav? I would have thought they'd have a lot of good light cav. Sipahi Lancers. Charge 5. These guys have a charge of 6. Attack 11. Defense 15. Attack 13. 18. That's not bad for a light cav unit. I might bring one Lancer cav here. Turkish horse archers. I don't have any idea if these horse archers are any good. Their missile attack's not very good. Not real impressed with any of them. They don't have crossbows either. That's a little bit worrying. Ottoman infantry. These guys look like they're decent in melee and at missile. And the Janissary archers have a little bit less melee, but a little bit better shooting stats. Let's bring some Ottoman infantry here. And let's increase one of their attacks. That way their missile attacks hopefully... Well, I don't know if it does their missile attack. Okay, so we'll bring 4 Ottoman infantry. And let's go missile heavy. I'm gonna drop one of the heavy cav. I don't know if this missile heavy thing's a good idea actually. Let's drop one of those Ottoman infantry, so 5 missiles. And then how much is this Janissary? Get 2 units of the Janissary infantry. I do want to bring the Nafatunes. Boy, this army's probably terrible. Wow, those guys are so expensive. I don't think I want to do that. Are these guys effective against armor? They are effective against armor. Okay. This army is probably really bad. I have no idea how to use the Turks. I gotta plug in, let's bring... Alright, give me just a second, I gotta plug in this laptop. Alright, I'm back. I really don't know that I feel good about this army, folks. I don't. I just do not feel good on this. What is this? Armenian archers? Oh, they got more units down here. I'm gonna go for any of those though. Okay. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know if I like this whole Turk thing. I don't think I can play as these guys. I just don't know how they're any. I don't know how to use these guys. Yeah, I have no idea how to use these guys. Their troops just seem like they're infantry weak, but, you know, maybe good with missiles? I don't know, I just but it seems like cost-effective wise, I'm just not getting what I'd like to have here. This really worries me. You all might hate me for this, but I'm not going to play as the Turks. I just don't think I can pull that off. I don't want to ruin my opponent like that. Let's see. I got asked to play as a bunch of different folks here. Let's play as the Aztecs. Now that really would be funny. The Papal States. Have the typically strong militia, the Italian powers, poor cavalry. I'll play as the Papal States so they can be holy crap. So here we go, Papal States. Heir's going to grab a bodyguard. Knights Templar, that's pretty cool. That's Hospitaller, 13, 16, 8. What's the... is there a cost difference? Let's bring some Knights Templar. That'll be fun. See, these guys have a huge charge. Professional powerful charge. Alright, so let's bring a mounted crossbowmen for harassment. Dismounted feudal knights. What do we got here? Swiss guard. Can form a spear wall, effective against armor. Let's bring some of these Swiss guard to pick up the front. And then let's bring some dismounted broken lances, halberd militia. Okay, I want some Pavis crossbowmen. I'm gonna bring 4 of these guys. And then let's get another dismounted. I have to cut. Let's cut that crossbow cav. Okay, these guys might be able to hold the front. I've got a very powerful skirmish component, so I'm hopefully going to be able to make use of it. I think I'll have 10k money, so I'm building better here on that. Okay, I've got 380 florins left. Pike militia. Let's bring a couple of these Pike militia, just to bolster our numbers there. Put them behind the line. Okay, I'm ready. Alright. See what happens here. Wow, a whole bunch of comments just came through all around. I am not sure about any of the armies I pick on this game. Golly, there's so many comments coming through. I can't even see them because they're streaming across. Play as Rohan. Wait, wrong game. No Eastern. Holy crap. Yeah, sorry I didn't play as the Eastern factions. I just feel so leery of them because I don't know. I'm not very good at that type of gameplay, and I'm just not sure I can pull it off. Like, so I've played against the Turks, and I know they can be used well. Is the money screwed up? Oh, I didn't give the other team any money. Oh, wow. What a mistake. I hadn't given my opponents any money. Thank you, Tadarera, for telling me that I was an idiot. Okay, so you didn't use those words, but I did. I think we're going to be about ready here once Steeler 6 gets finished building his army. I guess I was trying to win by money attrition. Sorry it's taking so long to get this game started. Wow, this is going to be like insanely long. It's going to be like a 3-hour thing. I probably do need to get off after this. Hopefully y'all have enjoyed this. I did the team battles, hopefully just to get more of y'all in here since these medieval battles take longer. And I cannot wait to do Empire Total War. I am honestly just absolutely thrilled about Empire Total War. I love that game. Yeah, I need to play it more often, but I'm so excited to go do take a stab at Patch and Empire. Napoleon, I'm excited, but not so much because I reek at Napoleon. And then I'm all kinds of excited about Shogun 2 because we can do classical, and in classical you can do Shogun 2, Rise of the Samurai, Fall of the Samurai, and then you can do Avatar and like mixed Avatar. Oh man, it's gonna be fun. There's gonna be so many things we can do, and we could probably even do a couple of big naval battles, like Fall of the Samurai naval battles with lots of explosive stuff. So that should be fun. All right, I sure hope we're gonna win. I do not know how to do the private and public, so if I... Alright, game is starting. Here we go. Here we go. Everybody's yelling at me. Air, they don't have any money. Yeah, that's how Air wins his battles. Come on, right? The other team can't win if I don't give them any money. Alright, everybody's loading up. Here we go. I have to apologize to all my Danish fans for getting slain with the Danish army, sorry. Load up, load up. Alright, everybody's almost loaded. Here we go. We are in game. Alright, all players, good luck, have fun to all. And let's see, if I want to talk to my team... Alright, let's do a custom. Let's stay close to each other. Alright, so here we go. Start deployment.
Units, await my orders.
Holy hill! Oh my gosh, the enemy team's gonna start off with a huge advantage over there. Yeah, I'm gonna go deploy. Whoa, this map sucks. Way to go, Air. Yeah, oh, jeez. That's pretty cool how these guys can do the spear wall thing. Let's put my Pavis crossbowmen out here. I have a lot of Pavis crossbowmen, but I was really worried about the skirmish advantage, and it looks like it's a good thing that I was, because this map is utterly massive and extremely hilly. Don't know why I picked it. Oh, players. Wow, this map sucks. Sorry. So here we go. Let's just get my troops lined up into some kind of formation here. Put the spear militia here. I don't have a lot of cav, so I need to play pretty careful with it. Whoa, my opponent's got a lot of cav. He's got a ton of feudal knights, chivalric knights. Wow, he's got a lot of cav. He's got a couple of crossbowmen, dismounted feudal knights, and chivalric knights. Alright, let's see how this goes. I'm not going to kick anybody, they'll probably come right back here. So there we go. He was the last one to load, so he's probably just got a tough connection. Alright, this player deployed way over here, so let's... I need to send a message to my teammate. Advance to the position shown. Then again, he may not want to take my advice. I wish I had voice chat with these guys. JJ's Juggernaut is definitely far removed from the battle. I imagine, though, he's going to try and make up for that, but we might be able to come over here and do enough damage to the Moors. Let's see what they're playing with here. They got some peasants, crossbow militia. I think I have a skirmish advantage. Just mount a Christian guard. Those guys look cool. They look really cool. Let's see, he's got a lot of cav too, and I'm guessing probably better cavalry than myself. Okay. I want to try and get my Pavis crossbowman in range here. I'm pretty sure the Moorish player is going to pull back for the hill. That's what he should do. Yes, he is. Definitely see that he's going to get double teamed, so he's going to want to pull back to the hill. I've got a ranged advantage. Okay, so I'll send this just to my teammate. I hate the chat on these games. I really wish it would have been better. Let's do... So what I'll do is just position myself here to kind of hold the Moors at bay. Yeah, so now the Moors are far removed, so they just deployed too far from each other, and we've got to take advantage of it relatively quickly. Check out these Highlanders and stuff. And they got some cool units too. It is lagging a little, so sorry for the lag. It'll probably, hopefully clean up here a little in a second. Wow, it's lagging really bad. Really bad. Sorry about that. Let's see here, let's see. The Scottish player is definitely running right up into us. And I've got my men running to position to block the Moors off. So I'm going to try and pull my cav clear around over here and get behind the Scottish player. Like I said, I'll just use my troops for holding. So now the Moorish player is going to have to advance on me. He's going to have a cav advantage because temporarily I'm going to have to loan my cav into the effort to quickly kill Scotland. But I should be able to hold back the onslaught of the Moors long enough to hopefully deliver a knockout blow to Scotland here. He's definitely out of position. A lot of lag going on here. A whole lot of lag. Okay, the heavy cavalry is running towards me. That he might be trying to stop my retreat, so I may have to turn my guys to face him here. My guys are getting close to being in position though. Okay, I'm going to tell my teammate to rush. Rush Scots. We'll support and hold off Moors. Okay, there we go. Okay. my Pavi's crossbowmen got there quicker than I wanted them to, so I had to start to pull them back from the Moorish cavalry. But they're pretty close to some of the French infantry. Yeah. The Moorish player knows he's going to have to rush me here, and he may very well be successful in doing so. We've got all of our cavalry to one flank, so we're going to have to really hit the... I'm actually going to pull my cavalry back to this side to protect I'm going to protect my teammate from the Moorish cav, and then my missiles can support me here. And I've got a hill position here, so if the Moors want to rush, I can intercept them here. So yeah, this should work. Okay, we're gonna see what happens here. Don't know what to expect. I think all my Pavi's crossbowmen should be about to open fire. Okay. Alright, I can now support the flank of France. Yep, I'm going to cut off the Moorish cav support here. I've got to force him back. He's got some spear militia coming to help. All I've got to do is just force back the Moorish cav. I'm going to hold position right here to do so. I don't want to get too hasty with my engagement. Alright, my Pavi's crossbowmen should be getting in a position. Wow, I'm getting rushed big time. Ungroup these units. Try and get my guys in a spear wall at the last second here.
Our men are under attack. We must act now.
I'm going to try and keep my cavalry positioned here. There's a huge engagement going on this other front here. Okay, my guys have a decent position on the hill here. I don't know if those camel cavalry are going to kill my general. They very well might. I hope my spear wall is doing alright up front. I didn't get into spear wall until pretty late. Hopefully my broken lancers can do alright there too. Those camels are going for my Pavi's crossbowmen. That's probably a good move. Keep my crossbows safe here. hopefully we're going to be wrapping up the Scots here. See, the game's still very laggy, so it's very hard for me to tell even what's going on. Okay, hopefully we can route these camels. Pull my heavy cavalry back out of that fight. Good. I think those camels are going to rout. I've got some more cav getting behind my line here though, so we're going to have to do something about it. That's getting to be a lot to keep up with here. I don't know how my men are doing in the front, but hopefully alright, though I'm not convinced of it. Really like my Pavi's crossbowmen to get back to their positions to open fire. I'm going to keep those levy Can't tell how my ally is doing against the Scots. Had a little bit worse position in that cav fight. Looks like maybe he's getting the better of things right there, and I can't tell if I'm winning or not either. The power bar says that our opponents are winning. I'm gonna put my Pavi's crossbowmen into tight formation and see if we can take out these camel spearmen. Got a whole bunch of urban militia over here that's probably aiding the enemy cav in the cav fight. Force militia on there too. That ought to slow down those camels there. My guys are getting killed up front. They're in spear wall and they're going to last a long time, but I'm pretty sure I'm getting killed. This is France. Scotland's still got noble pikemen here. Scotland's got some feudal knights routing over here. Noble pikemen coming in though. I don't know if this looks good for my team or not. Kind of hard to say. Sorry about the lag here, folks, too. Come on. We got to get this. We need that camel cav to route back because I need my Pavi's crossbowmen really bad. I had some more guys route over here too. I'm going to let that camel cav go. I'm going to hit that Christian guard with my general's bodyguard. Okay, my Pavi's crossbowmen are free again. I need to run into position. And I need to take out the enemy crossbowmen. I'm not certain that France is going to pull out a victory over here, especially not with these noble pikes mixed up into that fight. I can try and outflank over here with this infantry unit that I got free. Where's my bodyguard unit? Those are spearmen there. Let's see if we can hit this Christian guard over here with my general.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
One of my Knights Templar came back from routing, so I'm going to run my bodyguard out and run my Knights Templar in. Yeah, I got to get my bodyguard out of that fight. Looks like the Moorish player is going to disengage and try and probably attack me from another position. That might actually work to my favor, because now that he's disengaged, I can hit his Christian guards with my Pavis crossbowmen without hitting my own men. Okay, let's see what we can do here. The Swiss guard are really hanging in there pretty well for me. Yeah, but yeah, my opponent's going to have to disengage now, try and come around my Swiss guard. And I'm really hoping this is going to be an opportunity for me. If I can kill these Christian guard right here with my okay, let's see if that's gonna work. Let's see how the fight's going over here with France. France might pull this off. I don't know. Scotland's still got a lot of troops left. This is an absolute laggy mess. Sorry, this is probably not very fun to watch on the live stream. I apologize. Okay, we have a route going on over here. Let's see if we can fall down onto that Christian guard. Sorry, I'm just looking around to make sure I don't have units coming back. I'm thinking my Pavis crossbowman can help me pull this off here. Let's retrain my Pavis crossbowman back onto his crossbowman.
My lord, only half our force remains. Our men are under attack. We need to act.
Pull all my infantry back over here. Darn it, my bodyguard is getting killed because there are spearmen down here. I might have to put my crossbowman into melee for a second, which is not really good. That's not what I want. I cannot tell who's going to win over here in this France-Scotland fight too. Wow, this is one of the laggiest games I've ever played. Yeah, it's very slow, I agree. It's kind of hard to enjoy almost, but wow, so laggy.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
I'm gonna order my Pavis crossbowman to shoot that Christian guard cav, and I'll bring one of
Lord
my.
protect us! Our general lies slain upon the battlefield.
I'll bring one of my Swiss guards over here to help handle some of these militias that are on my flank. Enemy bodyguard really came out very well in that fight. France is really trying to crush Scotland here. Not sure if it's going to work out or not.
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
Killed some of those Christian guard. Okay, my men are routing over here. That's not any good. My position is not looking so great now. And my French ally still has quite a few Scottish troops left, so I need to do as much damage as I can to have any sort of chance here. I've also got to get my guys into spear wall here. I can't get my guys into spear wall for some reason. Okay. Kind of think that I'm going to get my guys into spear wall here at the last second. Really need to route that Christian guard there. He's letting his bodyguard fight all these French crossbowmen over here, and that may be a good thing, because I think that the Scottish troops are about to break. If I can just hold out a little longer here. Come on, shoot your crossbows, shoot your crossbows, kill these guys, kill them! That Christian guard cav there has got to be getting fairly close to routing, I hope. Got more Christian guard cav onto me over here. And that routed my Pavis crossbowmen. That's very bad. Yeah, my opponent's got free reign now. I'm done. I'm gonna pull some pikes back over here to help my military genius could win this battle. That's not good. Wow, this was a very long battle. I do think that I'm going to have to call it quits after this. I haven't had any dinner or anything. Pretty tired. It's been fun though. Not a good night for Air overall as far as winning, but it was a good night because you know why? I got to play with all my fans and it was fun. I enjoyed it. But I'm kind of surprised that the Moors were able to break me there up that hill. Really, he just used his cav better, I think. Oh, the Scottish player finally routed, so yeah, I do want to get these spear militia away. I don't know if the French troops have enough to last here, though. I did definitely damage the Moors pretty badly, but I think that whole time that my pikes were up front, they were really just kind of holding back the enemy troops and not really killing them. He's definitely got a skirmish advantage on us now. I wasn't really able to use my Pavis crossbowmen to any effect because he constantly had cav and they're disrupting them. He doesn't really have a whole lot of good troops left. Peasants, urban militia, and then crossbow militia. Most of his good troops are dead. He's got this one pretty sizable unit of Christian guard right here. 2 of them actually. And that may be enough heavy troops to win the game. He's also got his cavalry left. He's going to escape with his bodyguard too, which is going to make a big difference. Yeah, Steelers definitely got this. A lot of people dropping out right now in the views. Understandable, it's getting late. Plus, this battle is awful laggy. So we'll see. I do think that Air is going to call it quits after this one. Wow, so laggy. Alright, we're just going to give it one last suicide charge here. Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Our men are under attack. We must act now.
Alright, we're just going to get the suicide charge over with. Now, while that's taking place, good game to everybody who played tonight. Hope you all enjoyed it. I honestly know nothing about this game. I am totally out of my element. However, I think that we had a few decent moments. I played alright in that first battle, and then that fight between Clueless Will and I was pretty epic. I know there's a lot of lag time on here too, so I apologize for that. I think that the live stream itself is probably working well, but the lag is just pretty ferocious in the game itself. So
The enemy flees the battle! Run down those worthless peasants!
I wish the enemy was fleeing the battle, yet I know they are not. This game is lagging something fierce. Alright, here we go. Final charge. Is the stream even working? On my computer it's not playing, but it's probably just my computer. Looks like it's loading. Not working very well for some reason. Alright. I do believe that that is pretty much going to be it. Really got no guys left whatsoever, except for my crappy militia. I'm just going to throw them here at this Christian guard, which is no doubt going to do absolutely no good. Even the suicide charge is epically slow. Yeah, our guys are chain ratting now. My computer's kind of messing up, so I've lost the live stream. I think I'm gonna have to restart it. Alright. Yeah, I can't see your comments anymore. I'm just gonna finish this off. Hope you all enjoyed the Take a Stab at Patchy night. I guess the only problem with live streaming these battles is that sometimes you get a lot of lag, so it's kind of too bad here. A lot of lag. Definitely one of the laggiest ones I've seen. Check out these guys getting hammered there. Alright. Well,
Our men are
I think that's going to do it for Medieval. Take a stab at Patchy.
Victory runs away on their heels.
What's next is Empire Total War, and we'll probably do that sometime next week. So hope you all stay tuned for some of that. I am really excited for Empire Total War. I think it's going to be fun. I got some ideas for some battles, and then of course I'll do some one-on-ones too. So, like I said, hopefully you all enjoy it. And obviously, HeirofCarthage is not so good at singling people out in this game.
That sups from this most foul cup.
Yeah, just really couldn't keep my opponent out. I almost needed to scoot up closer to the enemy battle line, but then I would have sacrificed my position on the hill. I just figured I could hold my position on the hill, and I was wrong there. So, yep, all my troops are routed. I think there's one... No, I think all the French units are gone too. Should just be... Alright, there we go. Alright, so there was the last one I'm going to play on Medieval 2. Thank you all for playing. It's been fun. I am going to log off now, though. That was a brutal defeat for me. You can see I just didn't kill many men. All that did better. He just got more men into fighting. I had a lot of men and just really didn't get many kills. And that was my problem. My guys were just holding. They weren't really killing. In any case... Like I said, signing off of the live stream here as soon as I get back into the lobby. Hope you all had fun. I did. That is an epically long stream, and I don't think I'm ever going to stream for that long again. We'll just have to do these a little shorter. It's like the Air movie, except with lots of lag. So talk to y'all later, YouTube. See ya.